Hi, Lyric. Hello, Spencer Stevens. I'm so glad you both joined. That's so great. Welcome. Hi, Jordan. It's wonderful that you have joined our program. That's so great. I missed all of you. So happy that we're getting to work out together again. Hi, Heather. Hello, Special Olympics Alberta. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here with all of our athletes today. Hi, James. Welcome. What a great group we have tonight to start off phase 3 of our peak workout Wednesdays. Oh, Lyric, you are. We're looking forward to tonight. Me too. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be a lot of fun and something a little different. And it will certainly complement all of the other exercising that you may be doing. Speaking of which, what kind of exercises are you up to these days? Feel free to chat. Let me know what you've been working on, whether you've been involved in other Special Olympic virtual programs that are going on or getting outside and doing some exercise on your own. Whatever it may be, I would love to hear about it. And how is everyone doing this month? How has May been for all of you? Has it been a good month so far? Hi, Kennedy. Hey, I'm so glad you made it. This is so great. Get to see you twice in a week now. So for this evening, for those of you who are on, you have a choice. You can go barefoot like me for balance and coordination. I do recommend it. Or you can wear socks with runners. But I do think, especially for our flexibility portion, it is perfectly fine if you just go barefoot. That's what I'll be doing. James, you've been doing the repeat for live workout every second day. That is so great. Way to go. Hi, Emily. Oh, so nice that you're here. I'm so glad. Yay. I hope that your Mother's Day celebration went as well as you had expected that it would for Mom. Heather is still working on cleaning carts at IKEA. Daycare is still closed. Yes, of COVID-19. Yes, Heather, there are quite a few daycares that have closed, and I really appreciate that you are keeping us nice and safe by cleaning carts for customers at IKEA. That is a very important and a very wonderful job, so thank you for that. Walking is Lyric's exercise, and you have a Fitbit to track your steps. That's so good. Jordan Catherine is doing 2 workouts, but now you're doing 3 in total, so you're quite active. 3 is a wonderful number of workouts to do in a week. Ah, Emily, she loved the cheesecake. I bet she did. Coach Teresa and I were saying how lucky she was after our athletics program. How lucky she was that she was getting a cheesecake that you baked for her. That is a very lovely thing you did for your mom. So for those that have just joined in, what you need is a nice workout space. If you have a yoga mat, it is a good idea to have one tonight. I'm just going to use carpet because it's nice and soft. But if you have a yoga mat, please get it if you want to use it. And you can also, we're going bare feet today if you are comfortable with that. And if you don't have a water bottle, go get your water bottle because we need to hydrate when we work out. Okay? Hi, Nick. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Lori. Thank you. Welcome back yourself. I'm so glad that so many of you are returning for our phase 3 of our peak program. Erica is still working at her daycare. She's sanitizing the office. Very good. Wow, good job. Hi, Leonka. You've been keeping busy at work, going for walks, doing athletics and bocce workouts. Excellent. Hi, Sarah. Nice that you're here again. Yay. Jordan Catherine has her water. Thumbs up for that. Hi, Lee. You know what, James? If you want to go with socks, I think you should do socks and runners. So I recommend either socks inside of runners or bare feet. I find socks too slippery and I don't recommend them for workouts, just socks. So I would say if you can't, don't do it. Megan, it is okay to just watch, but I would like to challenge you, if you can, to at least try some of the exercises. Especially the second part, the flexibility ones will be great because that's a really great way to end the day. Hi, Evan. Nice to see you. Hi, Darby. Wow, we have such a great turnout tonight, and I'm so happy that you're all here for our first session. We'll just give it another couple of minutes. Oh, Darby, it's my pleasure. Thank you so much for doing it with me. This is so great. We all get to exercise together. I get as many benefits, if not more, than the rest of you, I'm sure, because I really look forward to these workouts together. Yeah, it is a fun workout, Megan, and you can just modify as you need to, but I encourage you to try some, especially the stretches. Hi, Rosemary. So Stephanie is saying you have arthritis in your knee is acting up. So I'll just watch. Yep, you need, if your knee is acting up, absolutely. If you can do some of the arm movements, I recommend doing the arm movements if that won't bother your knee, and some of the simple stretches that won't have anything to do with your knee. There's always a way to protect the knee and still get some exercising in. That's good for the mind as well. But do whatever you need to do, absolutely. Oh, Lori's saying go Oilers. I have come across quite a few Oilers fans today, and there are a lot of them in our city. How many of you are Flames fans? Go Flames, go. How many are Oilers fans? Go Oilers. I bet we have quite a mix here tonight. Go Oilers, Justin says. Yep. Hi, Lindsay. All right. So for those of you that just joined, if you have a yoga mat, please get it ready if you'd like to use it. Otherwise, soft carpet like I have behind me works really well as well for our session tonight. I am going barefoot, and I encourage you all to go barefoot as well. If you prefer to wear runners, please wear runners instead. But if you like to go barefoot tonight, our balance and flexibility is all about being barefoot. All right, so we'll get started. Welcome to Peak Stage 3. This is our third section of Peak. And for Workout Wednesdays, our topic is balance and flexibility. So I'm really, really happy to be doing the first session with you. Balance and flexibility are really important because they actually help. The balancing part helps our center of gravity, which is our core area. And when we have a strong center of gravity, we're able to do our performance movements in the best way possible. And it prevents injury. It prevents us from falling. And if we fall, it helps us fall the right way so we don't get hurt. So these next 8 weeks, we're really going to work on that balance, and we're going to work on making our muscles flexible. When we stretch our muscles, we actually help the blood flow to the muscles, and it prevents us from having that stiff feeling at the end of a workout, and it prevents us from having pain and injury as well. So a very, very therapeutic 8 weeks ahead, but also one that's going to build some strength in some 3 key areas: our core, our back, and our legs. So what do you think? Ready to get started? Let's start with a warm-up. So we're going to activate our body first. So I want you to join in. We're going to activate our core, and we're going to do it with some exercises that also help with flexibility. So lie down on your side for this, with your arms in front. Your hips are aligned up and down. And then you're going to take one arm, the top arm, all the way up to the ceiling. And you're going to keep going until you reach the floor if you can. And then bring it back up and back to the front to clap your other hand. Back up we go, all the way to the back. So we're activating our core here. We're activating our abdominals that are twisting us. We're activating our back. Let's do it one more time. Up. And we're activating even our shoulder here. Great starting exercise. So we're going to continue our activation, waking up the body. We're going to wake up our glutes and our legs now. I want you to take your bottom hand and arm and just put them underneath your head. And then the other arm can just sit in front. Your knees still stay where they were. Your hips are aligned up and down. And we're going to start clamshells by opening up the top leg and then closing it. Keeping our hips still. Opening up and closing it. You can put your hand on your hip here and you'll feel how we're working that muscle. Up and down and up. We're also working the inner thigh here. So a great first activation exercise. Up and down. Good. Let's go and turn to the other side and activate the other side of our body. So lie down on your side. Bent knees. Your hips are aligned up and down and your arms are in front of you and you're clapping your hands. And then slowly lift the top arm all the way up to the ceiling. And then continue all the way behind you as far as you can go. And then bring it back to the top of the ceiling and to the front. Clap your hands together. Open up again to the ceiling and then all the way back. What a great activation this is. All the way up and front. And we'll do it one more time. All the way up and to the back and bring it back up and to the front. Good work. Take that bottom arm, put it underneath your head. Take that front arm just nice in front of you and let's open up those legs. Up and down, clamshells on this side to activate the glutes and the inner leg on this side of the body. Down, up. It's not a big movement, but it's certainly a powerful one. Really wakes up those muscles and tells them they're about to get working. And one more, up and down. Great. Now let's activate our back a little more. Tabletop position. I'm just going to go back a bit here. Ooh, nope, this way. Tabletop position. And then reach your front arm, the arm that's closest to your cell phone or laptop, and your back leg, the one that's furthest away, and hold. Now you'll notice this is also a balancing exercise. Let's go to the other side. Back arm, front leg, and hold. Anytime we lift an arm or a leg off the ground, we are building our balance. And hold, and up, and hold. Now, if this is challenging, you can modify by just doing the arm, and then just lift your knee off the ground if you can. You don't have to stretch it. Challenge yourself to see if you can lift that knee off at the same time as your arm stretching. Let's go reach, and back, and one more. Reach, and back. Good work. Let's stand up and finish activating. Ooh, I'm just going to fix my screen a bit here. We're going to finish activating those legs. I want you to stand up nice and tall. And you're going to lift one knee up and pull and hold and down. And the other leg will go up towards your chest and hold. Up. So this is also starting to work our balance. We're lifting one leg off the ground. So we're working our balance here. Modified, go a little lower. You don't have to go quite so high. There you go. Let's do one more set. And hold. And hold. Good. Now we're going to start doing some dynamic mobility. I'm just going to check on some messages here. All right. Oilers fans, Edmonton Oilers. It looks like Edmonton is the big one here tonight. All right. Well, we'll see how they do. Let's start some dynamic mobility. Big range of motion for our joints. So go into a windmill position, this is called. Arms extended, legs extended, and then reach across the body so your hand touches your foot and back up. Reach to the other side and up. Reach as far as you can go. If you can't touch your foot, that's okay. Twist and reach and up and twist and up. Twist and up. Nice work. Keep going. Twist and up. Big arms. Twist up. One more set and twist and up. Awesome. Continue the dynamic mobility for the joints. Nice tall position. Take your front leg and just tap your toe in front of you and reach your arms up and back and then back to center. Back leg stretches out in front, toe reaches, and arms go up and back to center. Front leg and the arms and back to center. Back leg, arms, and back to center. One more time, front leg, arms reach back and back to center. Back leg and arms, back to center. Great. Now let's lie down let's sit on the ground for this next one. And I want you to sit with your legs in front, toes facing the ceiling. You're going to take your arms in front of you. We're going to do one more dynamic mobility for the back because we're really going to focus on the back in this series. You're going to twist to the side, bring your arms up and around to the other side. Back up and around to the first side and look behind you. Up and around to the other side. Back up, big range of motion. And one more time, big range of motion. Awesome. Let's stand up now, and we're going to start walking on the spot. So I want you to march on the spot because we're going to warm up our heart rate. We've gotten our body ready, and now it's time for some dynamic flexibility, which means quick movements that are going to increase our heart rate. So we're just marching here. Now, lift those knees for a high march and swing those arms a little more. There you go. If you're starting to breathe a little harder, that's good. That's what we're after. Reach, big high knees, a little bit more. Awesome. All right, let's take it to a side tap, modified jumping jack. Tap, those arms go up. Tap to the side. Very good. This is a lot of fun, right? Here we go, warming up together, getting to work out. Now stay like this or join me for 10 jumping jacks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now we're going to do a balancing warm up. We're just going to swing our leg front and back, front and back, front and back. If you need a wall for this, you may go to a wall. You can also pretend you're holding a wall, and I find that that really helps for balance as well. Just taking my one arm out. Let's do the other leg. My arm is pretending to hold a wall, and I'm going forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Very good. So building in a little balance practice even in the warm-up. One more warm-up exercise that we're going to do, and it is going to be, the mountain climbers. Now for this, you can start on tabletop position. Modified, you're going to touch your knee to your elbow, and then the other side, knee to elbow. You are working your core here in a modified manner. It's still a great workout. If you can, go into plank. Advanced, we're going to do mountain climbers by taking our leg in and out. Opposite leg, alternate. We're going to do 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, keep going, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yay! You did it! Awesome. So that's the warm-up. Have a little drink of water, and then we'll start our balance drills. Hi, Angela. Megan's giving a shout out to Ren. George, you're feeling it in your legs? Good. The legs are one of the areas we are working on. Your butt is sore. You must have, did you do some exercising that created that? Good work, Justin says. Very good encouragement, Justin. All right. So now you've warmed up. Now we're going to focus on our balance. Just going to do this. So we're going to do 4 balance exercises. And for this, I'm going to put on my little timer because it helps me. All right, so the first one is a level 1 balance exercise. It's a Fit 5 exercise, and we're incorporating our Fit 5 exercises in this whole program. You're simply going to take, just like we did in the warm-up, your foot forward, tapping your toe, and then you're going to lift your leg up and just hold it. And we're just going to hold it for about 20 seconds. So your leg that's standing and on the ground is really working hard right now to keep all your body weight up. Your core is working to keep you straight up. Your back is working. It's a simple but wonderful exercise. And if you're finding it tough, just go back to the toe. Lift as you can and then reach to the toe, so that you're on the ground a little bit. All right, let's do the other leg now. Ready? Toe forward, lift and hold. Hold. When you hold and work out, it's called an isometric exercise, and that's what this is. We're not moving around, but we're sure working hard. That bottom leg is working hard right now. And you're really helping to build your balance. And down, good. Now, we're gonna move on to a level 2 balance exercise. And it's also a Fit 5 exercise, so give yourself a little space in front of you that you have to walk. Few steps is all you need. And we're going to walk in a straight line. And to do this, you're going to put your heel in front of your toes and walk one foot in front of the other. Just like this. One foot in front of the other. When you reach the end, you're going to do the same thing coming back. So your heel touches your toe. You might feel a little bit wobbly here. It is a challenge for your balance, I like to lift my arms up a bit because it helps me have balance. So we've done one sequence. We're going to do it 2 more times. Ready? One foot in front of the other. Do, 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 do. That's what this reminds me of, that song. And soon you'll be walking across the floor. One foot in front of the other. All right, we've done it twice. One more time, shake out the legs a bit. And let's go for it. Practicing our balance. Your back is nice and tall. You're looking in front of you, a little bit ahead of your foot. You're looking where you're going. And one last time, see if you can speed this last one up a bit. How fast can you go without losing your balance? Touching your toes to your heel every time. Yay! Congratulations, that was a level 2. Now we're going to move on because we've warmed up our body with balance. We're going to go to a level 3 exercise. And this is what it looks like. I'm going to have to, so sorry. All right, level 3. You're going to start with your hands above your head, clapping together. And you're going to bring them down as you lift your leg and clap them underneath, and then back up. Lift your leg, clap them underneath and up. So I'll show you from the side as well. Lift and clap and up. Lift and clap and up. If that is challenging, you can modify starting your arms down and just lift and clap like this. So this is a modification as you develop. If that is hard, you're going to take your leg and go opposite hand, opposite leg. And you're going to lift for a knee, high knee. Okay, so pick which level you'd like, and we're going to do 10 of them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good work. Shake it out. We're going to do 2 more sets. 10-second recovery here, because when we repeat, that's when we really build the strength. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good work. 6, 7, 8, 9. You got this. 10. All right, second set done. 1 more to go. Shake it out. And we're ready for number 3. Arms up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yay! So I'm going to give you a high 10. You did the balancing practice today. 4 exercises. Practice them on your own during the week as well. They will do wonders in developing that center of gravity, as we called it, that core strength that we need. All right, so now you can have another little sip of water if you'd like. And then we're going to move on to the strength training component. I will just check. Feel something in your abs. Andrew's asking, did you like that one? Thank you, Lori, for the compliment. Evan is giving a great suggestion to make it challenging. Go forward and then try to go backwards. That's excellent. That's very advanced, Evan. Good for you. All right. Okay, so now we're going to do 3 strength training exercises. 1 for our core, 1 for our legs, and 1 for our back. so that we can build those muscle groups that help us with balance. So the first one is going to be a plank with a balance piece in it. So I'll show you modified first. Tabletop position, and you can all start in modified with tabletop. Oops. And you're going to take one shoulder when you're in tabletop and tap it, and then the other one tap and tap and tap. And every time we lift that hand off the ground, we're challenging our balance. Okay? So that's level 1 modified. Level 2, you're going to go in push-up position with knees down, and you're going to tap the same way. One arm and then the other. Perfect, thank you. And then plank position for level 3 advanced, and you're going to tap one and then the other. Okay, so I'm going to turn this way. We're going to do 3 sets of them, 10 each. So get into position and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yay! Sit back for a 10-second recovery. Important to have a little recovery in between. We're going to do 2 more sets because we want our muscles to get tired. When they get tired, that's the moment that they start building strength, and that's what we're going for with this. Get into position, number 2. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And sit back. 10-second recovery. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. And here we go. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, first one done. Now we're going to start working on those legs next. So we're going to do a squat with the leg extension, and that's going to be the glute leg strengthener, and the leg extension is the balance piece. Our foot is off the ground, so we're working our balance. We're going to do 10 of these. Squat and lift, squat and lift, squat and lift, squat and lift. Modification, tap, squat, tap, squat, tap, squat, tap, squat and lift, squat and lift, squat, lift, squat and lift. Good. Let's take a little break, and we're going to do 2 more sets. All right. Those legs are going to be very grateful for the work that you're giving them. Ready, 10. Squat, 1. Squat, 2. Squat, 3. Squat, 4. Squat, 5. Halfway there. 6. Squat, 7. Squat, 8. Squat, 9. Squat, and 10. Good. Toes stay facing forward the whole time. Ready? Little recovery. Shake your legs out, shake your arms. And here we go, 3rd and final set. Squat, 1. Squat, 2. Squat, 3. Squat, 4. Squat, 5. Squat, 6. Squat, 7. Squat, 8. Squat, 9. Last one, make it your best. 10. Yay. All right. One more strength training exercise for the back. Time to be a superhero. All right, lie down. We're going to do our superhero exercise. So lie down on your tummy. Arms are in front. Legs are stretched out. You're going to lift your arms and your legs at the same time and hold until I say drop. Modified, you're just going to lift your arms. Your legs can stay on the ground. Are you ready, superheroes? Lift and hold. Keep holding. Keep holding. And drop. Good. 2 more times. Lift and hold. And hold. And hold. And drop. Last time. Lift and hold. And hold. And hold. You got it. Keep holding. And down. All right. Pat yourselves on the back. You did 3 strength training exercises for your balance. So, have a little drink if you need to. I'm just going to look at the comments, and then we're going to do the weekly challenge. Oh yeah, we have to have a weekly challenge in this program. Tampa Bay, Boo Oilers, go Toronto Maple Leafs. George is sweating. Thank you, George. That means you're working hard. I'm sweating too. Justin, I'm watching my left ankle. Yes, be very careful. Pretend you're superheroes. Yay! All right, so we're going to do 2 weekly challenge exercises, and that's going to be how you're going to measure your progress over the 8 weeks. The first one is a balance exercise. The second one is a flexibility exercise, so that way we can measure how both of those are doing. So balance and flexibility are the 3rd and 4th components of the Fit 5 program. We did endurance, we did strength training. Now we're doing balance and flexibility. So it makes sense we have a weekly challenge for those, right? So first one is going to be the stork test. And this is one that Special Olympics Alberta teams use often to test balance. This is what you do. Sorry about that. My laptop is limited on how high it can go, and we're going to use our arms. So the stork test is simply this. You take one foot and you put it between your knee and your groin, so in your thigh area. You take your hands above your head and you hold it. We're going to hold it for 30 seconds. That is what you're aiming for. Modification, you will take your foot, put it between in your thigh area, between your knee and your groin, but you're going to keep your hands down. You can put them on your waist, or you can just hold them on your legs beside you. And level 1, to modify even further, you're just going to take your leg and you're going to place it somewhere in the calf area, between your ankle and your knee. And you're going to hold it as long as you can. We're going to go for 30 seconds. If you happen to drop, that's okay. That's all part of developing your balance. Just pick it up as you can. If you drop, keep working on it for the whole 30 seconds. No big deal, but don't stop, don't give up. Because Special Olympics athletes are not people who give up. I know that. So I'm just going to put my timer on. Oops. So that we will hold them for 30 seconds. All right. And here we go. Get into position. I'm going to go like this and go. So hold it for 30 seconds max is what we're going for. And take note of how easy or hard this is for you. This is all about your own personal development here. Where you're at is great. You're just working on it. If your ankle is a little wobbly, that's natural. That's part of balancing. All right, now it's time for the other side. Get into position. Here we go. And go. One side might be harder than the other. Many of us have sides that are, one side is stronger. I'm losing mine right now. We just correct and keep going. This is all part of getting better, working on it. It's all good. Balance really helps your posture as well. Helps you stand up nice and tall and prevents pain. Excellent. All right. So that was the balance one. Tell me, show me, or tell me in the chat if you thought it was hard, if you had a hard time standing, you kept having to fall and keep going. If you thought it was okay, you might have had to adjust a couple of times, but you made it. And if you thought it was super easy, you could have stood there longer. It was so easy for you. I would love to find out where you're at with it. Yes, the stork test is interesting. It is a very challenging one, and it's something to aspire to. We'll be able to practice it for 8 weeks, and there are the 3 levels. So Nick found it hard. Yeah, it is a good one, isn't it? So that's something you can practice at home as well. All right. So hard. All right. So that was a good challenge. That's why it's called a challenge. One leg did 30 seconds. Good job, George. So now we're going to move on to the balance challenge. So this is, the flexibility one. So this one is different. And now this is the segue to our flexibility and stretching portion of our program too. So I want you to sit nice and tall, legs straight in front of you. So I'm going to show you on the side as well, just like this. You're going to take your legs, you're going to open them up a little bit further than your hip width. Just like that. Your toes are going to come up and they're going to point to the ceiling. You're going to take your arms in front of you and you're going to put one hand on top of the other. And then you're going to just reach down and touch the ground wherever you can. It's going to be a nice gentle stretch. Curve your back as you're able to and just take note. We're going to hold it here for about 10 seconds. Take note of where your fingers are touching. I'm looking here and I'm seeing that I'm just at the end of my ankle. So that's my starting point for this. That's how I'm measuring it. You might be further than me. You might be midway in your calves. Maybe you're at your knees. Wherever you are is a great starting point for you. And this is where you are going to work from. So we're just going to hold it for a couple more seconds and then release and sit up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders back and then bring your arms forward again. One hand in front of the other, on top of the other, and reach forward just like you did before. And this time we're going to hold it for 20 seconds. I want you to breathe while you're stretching. Breathe in, breathe out, and just take note of where you're feeling the stretch. You might be feeling it in the lower part of your back. You might be feeling it in the upper part behind your shoulders. Maybe you're feeling it underneath your knees as you keep your legs straight. Maybe you're feeling it inside your arms. We're all different and we might be feeling this in a different spot. Where we're feeling it lets us know where we are a little bit stiffer. So reach up, shoulder roll back again, and we're going to do it one last time. Arm in front, other arm on top, and reach. Touch the floor. Now this time when you reach and touch the floor, take note, can you go a little bit further than when you first started? When I started, I was at my ankle, and now I am able to touch my heel. So that tells me that my body has relaxed, and this muscle group that is helping me stretch has extended and is more relaxed than when I started, so I'm more flexible now. And see where your ending point is here. And just hold it there. We're holding for 30 seconds because that makes it a nice static stretch. 30 seconds is a nice amount of time for our muscles to really get into the stretch so that the blood flow will go where it needs to go and they relax. And that's what we're going for. And up. All right, so take note of where you were this week. Every week we're going to see where we're at, and the whole goal is to see if we can get a little further by the end of the 8 weeks. That's how we're going to measure our success. Sound good? All right, so now we're going to start our flexibility portion. I'm just going to read. I see some comments here. Hi, Kayla. Thank you for coming. Oh, you can hold for 45 seconds, George. That's excellent. Jamie joined from basketball. Right on. Okay, so let's get started on our yoga portion. My favorite to build on our flexibility further. I want you to sit cross-legged. And we're going to start by just doing some mindful breathing because that will get our bodies and our minds in the right frame for the rest of the stretches. So nice and relaxed. I want you to take 4 seconds, 1 breath in for 4 seconds. Ready? Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then breathe out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in for 4. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your arms and put them to one side. We're just going to work on that back again. We worked on it for strength training. Now we're also going to work flexibility in there and go to the other side. And twist back to the original side. Look behind you. A nice gentle twist for the back here. And look behind you. Sit up nice and tall. Good. Now take your feet nice and straight in front of you. Lift your arms up, shoulders are down. And then reach forward and see if you can touch your toes. Curl that back. As we're doing these stretches, I'd like you to really focus on where you're feeling the stretch. Here I'm feeling it in the back. You may be feeling it in the shoulders, maybe your legs. And reach up. Lift your arms up again and go forward. Maybe try to go a little further this time. And sit up. Nice work. Bring your legs, your feet together towards you so that your feet are together and they're very close to your groin, and we're going to do a groin stretch, otherwise known as a cobbler pose in yoga. We're really opening up the inner thighs here. You can use your elbows if you want to just gently push your legs down a little further if you can. And just be aware of your breathing. Make sure that you are breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. So important to keep breathing when we exercise. We want our muscles to get oxygen, and that's how we give it to them. Now bring your legs in front of you again. We're going to do one last little twist stretch for our back here before we move on. And you're going to take your arms, airplane arms, and then you're going to put one towards your cell phone or laptop and one towards the back of the room. And twist back to the middle, and then twist to the other side. back to the middle, twist to the other side, back to the middle, twist, and back. Very good. Now, I want you to lie down on your back. You're going to bend your knees, your feet are flat on the ground, your arms are going to go on either side of you, and you're just going to drop your knees towards your cell phone or laptop. You'll feel a nice twist in that back again. And you're also stretching out that core. This is called a pendulum twist. Bring your knees back to the ceiling, and then let them fall towards the back of the room, the other side, so you can feel a stretch on the other side as well. Take note of where your body's feeling that stretch. Stretching is such a wonderful mindful practice as well. We're doing something good for our body, but we're also doing something amazing for our mind right now. Just calms us right down. And knees back to the ceiling. And now take your arms just by your side on the ground. Bring your feet in a little closer to your glutes, and then lift for a bridge pose. We're just going to hold it here for a few seconds. Take note of how your legs are working right now to hold you up. And release it down slowly and lift it back up. And slowly down. One more time, up. And slowly down. Good. Now, take your front foot off the ground, leave it bent. Take your back foot off the ground, leave it bent. Take your front arm, grab the inside of your front foot. Take your back arm, grab the inside of your back foot. So you are doing a happy baby pose. One of the funnest yoga poses ever. Whoa! You can rock back and forth a little bit, side to side. Maybe do a few little circle movements with your feet and your hands. Don't let go of your feet though. This is a great exercise. It really, really stretches out the back as well. And it also stretches out those arms as we move them and stretch them so that we can keep hold of our feet. I love this one. And release your hands and put your feet back on the ground. Let's go now onto a tabletop. And we're going to practice our cat-cow. So from here, you're just going to take a breath in and then a breath out. And now when you take a breath in, you're going to raise your back all the way up to the sky for a cat. And when you go out, you're going to drop your ribs down. Breath in, cat pose. Breath out, cow. Breath in, cat. Breath out, cow. One more time, in and out. Nice work. Now, back to tabletop. We're going to do a bear crawl pose. Lift up your knees and hold. And drop. Let's do that again. Lift up and hold. And drop. Lift up. This time keep lifting up all the way to a downward dog. So your hips reach the ceiling, your legs are straight. See if you can take your heels and reach the floor with them. If you're having a hard time, open up your legs wider, and then that will help your heels go down. If you are more flexible, you can keep your feet closer together. Your fingers should be spread apart like you're making a 5, like a high 5. And your chest is nice and extended here. This is one of the best poses you can do for your overall body. I'm just going to hold it here for a few seconds. And now from here, I want you to lift your front leg up off the ground and lift it to the back and hold it. And drop it down. And then lift the other leg up and hold. And drop it down. Lift that front leg up again, hold. Reach it, stretch, 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 and down. And the back leg, lift and hold. And down, good. Now walk your feet slowly to the front, where your hands are, and then I want you to slowly stand up nice and tall. Okay, I'm going to adjust my screen for this part so you can see me. We're going to do some forward bends. So you're just going to take your hands and you're going to slide them all the way down your leg until you can't go down any further. The goal is to reach your toes. If you can reach your toes, great. If you can't, that's perfectly fine. Go as far down as you can. And hold. This is a great stretch for those hamstrings. And slowly come up, arms dangling until you're all the way up, and then reach your arms to the side, all the way up. Clap your hands and bring them down to your chest. We're going to do a forward bend one more time. All the way down your legs, and hold. And then slowly come up, and your arms are going to go all the way out to your side, head up, and over to your chest. Good. Now, I want you to take your front leg, and you're going to go back to a lunge position. So the front leg is bent, the back leg is straight. From here, you're going to take your arms up, warrior 1. Your toes are all pointing straight ahead in the direction that you are looking. From here, you're going to bring your hands down on either side of your foot and stretch that back leg out further for a runner's lunge. So my knee is completely in line with my ankle, one straight line. My toes are in front. You want to make sure your knee is not sticking past your toes. Nice runner's lunge here. And then I'm going to take the hand that's on the same side of my foot, and I'm going to reach up to the sky for the world's greatest stretch. And then bring it back down. Drop your knee. Drop the other knee. Go back into tabletop. Now the other knee will come in front and stand up to a lunge on the other side. And once you're in a lunge position, front leg is bent, back leg is straight. Lift up those arms for warrior 1. Bring your hands down on either side of your front foot And that back leg goes back a little further for a runner's lunge. Again, check to make sure that your knee is right on top of that ankle. One straight line here. Take the hand now that's on the same side of your body as your front foot. Reach up and over for the world's greatest stretch. Ah, this one always feels so amazing. Stretch that arm as high as you can go and bring it back down. Back to tabletop position. Now take the other leg forward and leave your back leg bent and lift your body weight up for a flexor stretch. We are stretching this part of your body now, your flexors, nice and tall. Your hands are lightly placed on your thigh, but they're not carrying any weight. And let's go back down to tabletop. From tabletop, bring the other leg forward and put your body weight up. If this is tough on your knees, you can put a pillow underneath, or you can keep your hands down to take some of the pressure off. And now go back to tabletop, and now we're going to lie on our backs. So I'm going to adjust my screen so you can see me, because we're going to do some floor work here again. All right, so lie down on your back. This is going to feel great. Whoa, yeah, so good. All right, arms are brought down by your side. You're going to bring your front leg toward your chest. And then you're going to reach it up. If you need to, and if it feels better, you can bend your other leg so that your foot is flat and your knee is pointing to the ceiling. Otherwise, keep it straight on the floor. Grab your leg that's pointing to the ceiling from behind your thigh and hold for a hamstring stretch. And bend and drop it down. Lift the other leg towards your chest and straighten it up. Go as straight as you can. It looks different for all of us. And grab behind your thigh. And if you want to, you can bend your other leg, or you can keep it flat. Whatever works best for you. And we're holding this for a nice static stretch for our hamstring on this side. And bend your knee. And now bring both knees up with your feet flat on the ground. And take your front leg, cross it over your back leg, and lift your back leg up. And then take your hands behind your thigh for a nice glute stretch. And you'll probably feel it around here somewhere. Remember to breathe in and out. And now is a good time to just think about all the good things you've done for your body in this last hour. You practiced balance, you did some strength training for balance muscles, and you were very kind to your body by doing a series of stretches. And release. both feet with knees pointing to the ceiling. Take your back leg now, twist it, cross it over to your front leg, lift that front leg up, and take your hands behind your thigh for a glute stretch on the other side. Feels so good. Now release those feet, sit up into a cross-legged position. We're just going to do a side bend. So take one arm, slide it all the way down to the floor so that your elbow touches the floor, and with the other arm, come up and over. A nice side bend. And reach up and over to the other side. Side bend on the other side. Very good. And back to the original. This is one of my favorite stretches. And back to the other side. Nice long stretch. And now take your hands exactly where we started from. Let's take some deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take your hands, palms together, put them by your heart. I bow to you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for the workout. Now I will let you know what the word is. The password. Yes, the password, the password. It is yellow duck. Yellow duck. All right. So that concludes session 1. Congratulate yourselves. You did it. It's the first one. 7 more to go. You will really see a difference in your balance and hopefully your flexibility as well by the end of the 8 weeks. Stay with it and it's going to happen. Thank you again for joining me, and I hope that you all have a wonderful, safe week, and I look forward to working out with you. It will be Coach Brittany next week who will be leading us. I look forward to working out with her and with all of you again. Take great care. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi, Shelby. Yes, yellow duck. Thank you, Alexis. You did it. You betcha, Darby. You did it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Wyatt. I'm glad that you participated. Hi, Thomasina. Glad you came. I hope that you all enjoyed it. Thanks, Shelby. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Jill. Bye, Melissa. I'm sure yellow duck. Yep, yellow duck. You betcha. That's the word. See you next week.